What's good, everybody? This is Sean. You're watching On the Fly X, and this is my quick review of Mortal Kombat 2. Now, if you just watched the last video with me and my boy Gabe, you will understand some of what I was talking about, but I can kind of get more into it since I got a long little journey ahead of me. I'm on the fly as usual and stuff like that, but I definitely want to talk about the film. This is what I have to say to that. This is a spoilers review, so if you don't want to hear about the spoilers in this movie, I'm gonna give it all. I'm gonna tell you exactly how I feel. Let me just go ahead and get it out the way. If you did not see the last video, I gave this movie a 4 or a 5, so we'll just give it a 4.5. I'll give it a 5. It's an average movie. Now, the things that I'm going to say, I don't want to feel like I'm giving the vibes of, women can't be heroes and stuff like that, because there's plenty of movies that I watch where if it makes sense or anything like first of all, one of my favorite movies of all times is The Woman King. The Woman King. I love that movie. I've seen that movie over 20 times, stuff like that. So when I say what I'm going to say, I want y'all to understand and just listen to the full review before y'all get on. So number one, this movie is a katana movie. Anybody who is a Mortal Kombat fan, let's just say from the early days, Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3, it's basically a Liu Kang movie. You could throw in Johnny Cage, you could throw in Scorpion, but at the end of the day, the movie is a Liu Kang. And once again, the directors or the writers of this film has sidelined Liu Kang. Not only did it sideline Liu Kang, it sidelined Sonya Blade, it sidelined Jax. The reason why they sidelined these characters is because they brought in Johnny Cage. Now, I'm okay with them bringing in Johnny Cage and stuff like that, and if he has to be the star, then he has to be the star. But I just feel like that they're jumping the gun. What I also want to say is that I guess Cole Young got so much backlash from the first movie, they just wanted to kill him off early. They wanted to kill him off as soon as they possibly could. I think his very first fight, he went against Shao Kahn. So you already know the very first fight that he gets in is going against Shao Kahn. Let me say this. Shao Kahn had got some type of immortality thing going on, and he was able to withstand the skills, brutalization, fatality of Cole Young. Cole Young was going against Shao Kahn, and he was actually whooping his ass. Like, he was actually beating him. And let me say this, if it were not for the immortality that Shao Kahn had, Cole Young would have most definitely beat Shao Kahn, which I thought was weird. You know what I'm saying? It's just like this movie had no direction, and I just felt like they were. Let me say this. I felt like if this movie, whatever they had going on with the reshoots or when they rescheduled it, I think whatever first version that they had, they should have kept it. You know what I'm saying? So let's just say this: Cole Young dies. He dies in a vicious way. The way he dies, Shao Kahn is fighting him, slams him, and squashes his head with his hammer. Not only does he squash his head with his helmet, he pushes the body into the acid pool. So Cole Young as a whole, he out of there. He ain't coming back. Secondly, we're gonna go with the main characters. Liu Kang, Sonya Blade, and Jax. They went to go get this amulet to make sure that Shao Kahn doesn't become immortal or doesn't stay immortal. They pretty much jumped Shao Kahn, and they were doing pretty good. Then they killed off Jax. I'm like, what? Like, they killed Jax? That's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Jax is, a main part. He's been in all of the Mortal Kombat since part 2. So they killed off Jax. And that kind of made me upset because it's like, okay, y'all getting rid of the core. Then what really set me off and what really made me give a thumbs down to this movie and give it the score that it gave, let me just say this. Liu Kang is top tier. Let me say this. Liu Kang, he that dude. He had some fights he had the best fighting scene in the whole movie, if you ask me. He had to go against an evil like zombie like Kung Lao. That was by far easily the best fight in the film. It was long, good pace. They pulled out some moves. Like Kung Lao, he used the teleportation. He was using the hell out of that hat. He was cold, and it got to a point to where Liu Kang pretty much had to kill Kung Lao in order to go forward in the tournament and stuff like that. So Kung Lao actually ends up dying again. So this is the second time he's died. Let me say this. They killed Liu Kang in the movie. Shit don't make no sense, right? I understand like the lore, like Mortal Kombat 4, something like that, when he got his neck cracked and all that kind of stuff, and he got killed and he became a zombie. That was by Shang Tsung. Liu Kang's death in this film had nothing to do with Shang Tsung. It was Liu Kang versus Shao Kahn. It was Liu Kang versus Shao Kahn. And they were kind of jumping him. It was Liu Kang, Sonya Blade. They kind of teamed up with Shao Kahn. Why they had to do that, I don't know, because Liu Kang is more than capable of getting rid of Shao Kahn. Sonya Blade, she ain't no chump either. She only had one fight, if I'm not, well, she really had two fights, but technically she only had one fight. She fought Sindel. But I just couldn't understand the direction that they were going. They literally killed Liu Kang in this film. Shao Kahn has literally killed Ko Young, Jax, Liu Kang, and defeated Sonya Blade. Now, based on the story, he should have been the ruler of the underworld, and Katana just so happened to change sides and defeat Shao Kahn. I just didn't understand it. So Jade ended up helping out people. Sonya ended up living. She made it through. She was knocked out, but she made it through. Jade, Katana, Sonya. Jade, Sonya, Katana. They were the three women who actually made it through the tournament. Then you had Kano. He's actually on the good side now. Raiden and Johnny Cage. Now, Johnny Cage lost the first round, so he was not even a factor. He actually ended up fighting Katana, got beat by Katana, and he also fought Baraka, which that's like all the things that you see in the trailer. That's it right there. The story overall, I didn't like it. The one is because the way that they were just throwing stages on. They wanted to have an aha moment, like, oh yeah, that's the pit stage, or that's the acid stage, or that's the bottom of the pit stage, or that's the the Baraka world, Outworld. It was just like they weren't showing how these people got there, the rhyme and reason of why they had to fight in those places. It was just they appeared there. Now I did like how they did they kind of did it like a game, like once a player loses, it fades, it goes to the next person and stuff like that. But they didn't even have those same rules in the first one. But I guess they said the tournament didn't start. So I don't know, man. I just thought it was just kind of weird how the direction that they went. Like I don't know. I know it sounds like I'm all over the place with this review, but that's basically how it went, man. I'm gonna be honest, man. The movie kind of, I ain't gonna say it sucked, but it wasn't good to me. It wasn't good. I just watched the movie. And my boy Gabe, he could see that I was clearly upset when not only they killed Jax, they killed Liu Kang. How you kill Liu Kang? They talking about he ain't the chosen one, all this old weird shit. How the fuck is Liu Kang not the chosen one? Liu Kang, we talking about Liu Kang. Whoa! We talking about him. They're trying to say that Liu Kang is not the chosen one. Raiden told him that himself. So I'm sitting over here like, what the fuck kind of Mortal Kombat am I watching? So I don't know, I just didn't feel it. The fatalities, I don't even think they was better than Part 1, to be honest with you. Katana had a clean fatality. I guess Sonya had a fatality. But I don't know, man. I don't really know what to say about that one. That one was like, I wasn't feeling it. I'm gonna just be honest. Maybe I'll do like another discussion about this. My boy Gabe. Maybe we can kind of vibe off each other and talk about the film. But there's not. I don't know. Let me also add this. You know, they had Scorpion versus Sub-Zero / Nope Saibot. It was too much CGI and too much. I really feel like that was a shoo-in. That might have been what the shots for. You know, when they got to do a second shooting, retakes or reshoots. I think that's why they added that. I think they added that in the movie because it didn't go with the flow of things. It didn't go with the flow of the movie. They brought Kano back from the dead. He ain't even got the red eye no more. He just got a laser eye. Maybe I felt like there weren't enough characters or something like that. Like the main characters that they used in this movie, they had Baraka, Johnny Cage, Liu Kang, Jax, Sonya, Raiden, Shang Tsung, Kung Lao, Jade, Katana, Shao Kahn, and Sindel. I think there's like 12 people. And I know when you say, 12 people, Cole Young, 13. I know people will say, Cole Young. I just think that while things were kind of formulating, they could have used some other characters from the game playing in the background, and we kind of get like a binocular version kind of popping in. Like, for instance, when they were discussing, this is supposed to be a tournament, but it didn't seem like a tournament. It just seemed like a war, it just seemed like some shit that was going on. And I feel like they should have, took some notes from the 1995 version. Like, let's just say they were discussing the whole amulet. It should have been like a fight going on in the background. It should have been like, I don't know, like let me think of a character. It could have been like Stryker versus, what's the old girl name? Shiva in the background. Or it could have been like Sector or Cyrex versus Smoke, or anybody, goddammit. And they focused on the side characters, which was Liu Kang, Jax, and Sonya, but they were supposed to be main characters. Like, it would have been great that they could have used just different characters, man. Like they really could have just used different characters in the background fight, and we could have seen more fights than we see. I know they say, it's a lot more fights in this movie, but the movie felt very closed in, if that makes any sense. Part 1, the 2021 version, just seemed more whatever. This seemed more closed in, like the budget was don't know, man. We'll talk about this later. Anyways, you guys got any comments, questions, whatever? Post your comments down below. I'll catch y'all on the fly. Peace.